Hi, I'm Dr. Jeff Alexander, founder of Ignite Programs. I'd like to read to you a question that I got recently from one of our graduates, and that is this. Dr. Jeff, I'm having a hard time telling the truth. How does one tell the truth without worrying about the consequences, who's ever in front of you, especially somebody you care about? That's an excellent question. I'll tell you a true story that happened to me the first year of business. I knew nothing about business. I mean, I got out of dental school. I knew nothing about how to run a business. I knew a lot about teeth, but I had no idea how to operate a business. And the very first person I ever had to correct, somebody I actually ended up having to let go of, it was traumatic for me. I knew I needed to tell them the truth, but I had not a lot of practice. And my problem was I was so sweet and so compassionate. I was so concerned about hurting their feelings that when I got in front of them to tell them what the problem was, all this kindness and sweetness and stuff came out, and they looked like they got a lot of value from what I was telling them. And then I thought it was a successful moment. I felt good, they felt good, we parted, and the problem persisted. In fact, it got worse. And I asked myself when I got up the next morning, what happened? I thought I did a good job, and the problem got worse. Well, what happened was, rather than tell the truth, I was more concerned about looking like a nice guy and not wanting to hurt their feelings that the message kind of got lost. In fact, it was so saccharine and so sweet, they didn't even hear what the message was. So then I thought, okay, the next thing I need to do then is really be tough. I made this rule in my head. I got to be tough and tell the hard truth. And that felt awkward. I felt contracted in my heart. It didn't feel right. But I figured at least they'll get clear on what the problem is. So the next time I had to do this, I sat down and I took on a posture like, I was this authority figure. And I spoke, even though it wasn't really true for me in my heart, it came across. But I noticed I felt contracted in my heart. I looked at them and they looked like they were shying away. They got defensive. And I wondered whether they really heard me or whether they were feeling so hurt that the message didn't get across. Well, I was right. They didn't get the message. They were so contracted and felt so bad, and I felt so bad, it wasn't really authentic. So when the pendulum, and I want you to see a pendulum that swings from left to right. When the pendulum swung over to the sweetness and the compassion and all of that, they didn't hear the message because it was about me, not wanting to look like the bad guy. When I got the pendulum and swung over to the hardcore truth, I was becoming something that wasn't authentic to me. And they shrunk away. And they couldn't hear the message that way. So at the end of the day, what I wanted to do was get the message across. That was the key thing. And both ways, telling the hard truth with a lot of contraction, didn't get the point across. When it went to the other side, was sweet and compassion, didn't get across. Everybody felt good. Nobody heard the message. So here's the key. Here's what I learned over all the years. That pendulum analogy, when it's at rest, it doesn't swing over to the hard truth. It doesn't swing all the way over to the sweet compassion side. When it's at rest, it just swings and just rests in the center. No efforting. And what I mean by that, it's possible to tell the truth, the straight truth, with compassion. And that's the key. You don't have to swing it to one side or the other. That's about fear. You just be able to hold it in your heart, say what the truth is, and do it with a gentle, compassionate way and power. It's called soft power. You could look at them and say, look, I want you to know something, and it's really important to me that I deliver this to you in a way that you can hear it. So here goes. And you tell them what the truth is, and you do it with as much compassion as you can. And you look to see the response. Are they leaning in? Are they moving back because of the contraction? Are they looking confused? You will know. You have to trust your heart. So tell the truth with compassion. It's that pendulum resting in the balance in the center with no efforting. Don't be something that you're not. Be authentic. Tell the truth with compassion, with that balance, and you'll be just fine. And I hope this helps. Hi, if you got value from that, please like it below. If there's anybody in your life that you feel can also receive the benefit of these videos, share them. I really would appreciate making that contribution to them. If you're on Facebook, please go ahead and consider following us. And on YouTube, subscribe. It's my way of connecting with you to improve the quality of everybody's lives. Thank you.